Hey everybody, it's Chad from Stick's blog. I'm Stick, and today I just want to do a quick little video and talk about my ZPacks waterproof breathable Cuben fiber rain mitts. Now I want to start off by saying that these were added to the ZPacks website in January of this year, 2012. And I'm wanting to say, if I remember correctly, when they first went up they were $45. Then shortly I think they went up to $49, which is when I bought these, which was pretty quickly after they released because I was pretty interested in them. And as of today, these are $59 per pair on the website. The cool thing about these, what I was really impressed with them when I first saw them on the website, was first off that they were made out of Cuben fiber, but not just regular Cuben fiber. These are made out of the 1.42 ounce per square yard waterproof breathable Cuben fiber. Not exactly 100% sure of of exactly what it is, but as far as I understand this is actually 3 layers of a breathable membrane, and it has the Dyneema strands layered between those layers. So it's not like your typical Cuben fiber, which is just 2 sheets of Mylar with a bunch of Dyneema strands layered in between each other. This is actually some sort of breathable laminate. And because of that, it is said to be able to transport moisture better than regular Cuben fiber. In my experience, since I wore them, which to be fair has not been an extremely lot, but the few times that I have worn them, for the most part I've worn them just over my hands, and I have found that they do, for me, they seem to breathe pretty well, because usually I can pull off something, you know, that's similar to these. I can pull those off my hand and my hand will be kind of wet just from where I've been sweating, and I can say that with these that has not been the case. So far I'm liking them pretty good. Anyway, another cool thing that I like about these is these only weigh 0.7 ounces. Now, I can't remember for sure if that's what they were listed at whenever they were first put up on the website, because I just went and checked a while ago before I started this video, and they're actually listed at 0.8 ounces. However, if I put my pair on the scales, they do come in at 0.7 ounces or 21 grams. So these being at 0.7 ounces, these are some of the lightest rain mitts that I've come across. The only pair of rain mitts that I've come across that's been lighter than these is some that's been made by BlackRock Gear. And those are basically made out of the 0.31 Cuben fiber, except for in the palm there's an area that is made out of, I'm not 100% sure it's the exact same, but it's a waterproof breathable Cuben fiber as well in the palm area. Now I will say that the advantage that these have over those, and just for the record, those weighed 0.5 ounces per pair. The advantage that these have over those is, of course, the entire over mitt or rain mitt on the ZPacks ones are made of the 1.42 ounce waterproof breathable Cuben fiber, which is a more durable material than the 0.31 ounce that the BlackRock Gear ones were made of. Another thing that I thought was pretty nice, not really comparing these to the BlackRock Gear ones, it's just that those are the only other Cuben fiber rain mitts that I'm aware of. Those, I believe, were listed at $100 per pair. Like I said, these were listed, I got them for $49, and even now they're $59. Now, I will say that I have a pair of MLD event over mitts that I also have, and those are in a size large. I believe those weigh around 1.6, 1.7 ounces, so they easily cut off 1 ounce of that weight. The only difference is, of course, those are made out of event. These are made out of Cuben fiber. But these are also a size smaller than my MLD over mitts are. To be honest with you, my MLD over mitts, I probably should have went with a size medium rather than a large, because the large is extremely large. I don't have huge hands. But anyway, I'm not talking about that. So anyway, as far as the gloves or the mitts, the rain mitts themselves, like I said, they're simple. You know, they're just a simple rain mitt. There's no frills or anything about them. That's why they're so lightweight. You can see that it's just 100% the waterproof breathable Cuben fiber. They do have their patches here, and if you wanted to remove those patches, to be honest, I don't know if you would save any weight. It might show it up on a scale that picks up, you know, tenths of a gram or something like that. However, there's just the simple logo sewn on a patch, and then they just have some of this really thin, I think it's polyester cord. They have that runs through, that was cinch around your wrist. and then they have a little line lock on it, a little micro line lock. And then on the other glove, they actually have just a little mitt hook. That way you can actually just, you know, put that little mitten hook around it, and they'll be attached so that you don't lose them. Now I want to say that I really like these, however I do have one hang up. Like I said, they are sized to fit, a little bit smaller than the MLD event ones, but you can see that there's plenty of room whenever it's just my hand in there. No problem at all. And then as far as cinching, you just pull on that cord and it cinches it up. It's really a simple process. You just pull on the little knot at the end and it'll cinch it up. No biggie there. So you can actually do that while you're wearing the other mitt as well. Now I do want to say that I found that in these, I do believe for me that the thumb is a little bit too small, or maybe that this should have been cut back just a little bit more or something. Because if I grab my trekking pole, I don't know how well you can see that, but my thumb is right up against that seam. So it's not putting a whole lot of pressure up against it, but it is putting a little bit of pressure. So I would imagine that that's probably going to be the weakest point in these mitts for me. And simply because of that, I am debating buying another pair and asking them to custom make the thumb loop just to make it about a 1/2 inch longer, because I really believe that that would solve a lot of the issue for me. I don't know, maybe Joe has smaller hands, I'm not really sure. But that's the cool thing about ZPacks. If you ask them, more than likely they'll be able to customize something like that for you. But anyway, that's the only problem I have. And while I'm on fit, I just want to say the only things that I've wore under the rain mitt so far has been my OR PL 150 gloves. These are just a 150 weight fleece glove, and I've used these for a while. I really like these. But the mitts also fit just fine over those. The only problem I have, you can see the, I wouldn't call it a gauntlet, but it does come past, I don't know if you can see it, comes past where my glove is. So I'll be able to cinch up behind my glove, which would be good so perhaps can't sneak in. But anyway, I still have the same issue as far as I had obviously before with holding my trekking pole, except it's just a little bit tighter when I'm wearing gloves. However, I found that I can just kind of loosen it up just a little bit, and that does alright. But to be honest, I probably really should go ahead and order another pair and just have them custom make them just a little bit bigger. And then I'll have to do something with these, of course. Maybe I can sell them or something like that and give them to my wife. Just want to turn them inside out real quick. These are sewn and then taped. That was the other cool thing that I liked about these, is because these actually come taped. It's kind of hard to tell because it looks like he used the waterproof breathable Cuben fiber tape, or the material on the second side of the tape. So these are actually completely taped, so they are 100% waterproof. And I have held my hand under or inside a sink full of water, and no water seeped through. The only place that would seep through will be around this patch right here. However, at that point, you know, my rain jacket or something, that would be way up here, so my rain jacket and stuff would be there. So, and that probably wouldn't be a whole lot of worry for me. But anyway, that's the ZPacks waterproof breathable Cuben fiber rain mitts. I really do like them, and I've suggested them to a number of people. And I will continue to suggest them to a number of people, because in my opinion these are pretty durable. Like I said, I haven't used them a whole lot, but as much as I use them for, these would last me years on end. Just because I don't really get the opportunity a whole lot to actually need to wear rain mitts where I generally hike. But anyway, guys, I would probably say I would give these about a 4 stars out of 5. And like I said, the only reason I give them 4 is because of the size of the thumb. I would like to get one just a little bit bigger, as I've said about 14 times in this video. Anyway, that's the ZPacks Cuben fiber waterproof breathable rain mitts. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them below. I'll do my best to get back to you and answer any kind of questions you may have or reply to your comments. And until then, I appreciate it. See you later.